what's up? How's everybody doing? Got the green screen semi-functional, so there's that. What else do we have here? Sorry about the red spotches on my face. I just got out of the shower scrubbing down and stuff. Let's see. I'll give a couple of minutes here, and we'll have everybody kind of pile in, and then we'll get started for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, and then I got to leave to be able to prepare for the radio show. What's up, William? Got Mike, got B-Dubs, got Anthony there, got Tony. How you doing? Hey, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button and share this thing. Let everybody know that we're doing this. If I don't grow the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel, or Periscope with this, then I probably won't keep doing it. So far, so good. It's been real popular. Appreciate that. What's up, Daniel? By the way, Daniel, I'm going to make you an admin on Twitch if you're okay with that. What's up, Lumberjacks? I know that Tracy can't be here all the time, so she could probably use some help. Yeah, got the green screen. That's just a background that I had, man. I got to get something better. I worked with some video in the background earlier today. Just wasn't having enough time to take care of it. No, William, I am not back in the studio. I am still in quarantine, isolation, whatever you want to call it. And I am in my basement right now. So I will do the radio show from now on. I just broadcast from the house. That's typically how I do it. How's the audio level? I'm actually sitting back a little bit from the microphone. Is it okay? Hey, Tracy, how you doing? Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. No, it's the exact same one. I don't know. I don't know. I knocked it down earlier, and it seems like the levels are all better. Literally, I knocked it over. So, well, you don't like looking at my filament in the background in my garage that's unfinished? I'm on the unfinished portion of the basement, unfinished portion of the basement. So the side that's over there, I've got this cinder block wall here, and that side is finished. This side is not. Cool. Glad the audio is working for everybody. It looks like my levels are way better, so. All right. Gosh, where do I start? So many things happening right now. As you may or may not know, so I do the Quarantine Corner every day at 2 o'clock or so. I'm a little bit late today because Harper wanted to join me in the shower today, and she takes a little while to rinse her hair out because she freaks out about the water. So got a little bit behind today, but I do this every day at 2 o'clock, and it's just kind of like, maybe half hour or so. The first one was an hour, but maybe a half hour or so, just doing some updates, chatting with you all. I can't do the live stream of the radio show with this setup from home, so I won't be able to stream the radio show. So this is kind of my way of doing something extra, and I've really been wanting to do like exclusive streams anyway that have nothing to do with the radio program. So this is kind of how I do that. And I'll give you some updates on what's going on in the world, and we can, shoot the shit, chat a little bit, and just kind of hang out. I know, right? I probably should knock things over more often. Is Michigan going to shut down? Yeah, I believe it will. I believe that Gretchen Whitmer is going to shut everything down that she possibly can. I wouldn't be surprised if she makes a move to ban gun sales and things like that, too. Insider trading, we're going to get to that. And I'll talk about it on the radio show today as well. Clever demands more video games. All right, I'll work on it. I'll see what I can do. I am playing Red Dead right now, but I haven't played it in probably 3 weeks. So, shaved for the first time in over 5 years over this. Wow. So, that's true, though. When you have a beard and you shave it off, you're cold for like a couple of days. Yeah, I don't know when she's going to do it, man, but I think she's going to do it. It's just my gut. I don't have any inside information or anything like that. I don't trust her. So I think she's going to do everything she can to shut everything down. Nah, you don't need practice, William. Just shoot through the door. Former vice president said so. All right, so let's start with, we'll just do Amazon first, and then we'll go into the insider trading thing. So sorry, I'm going to cough Corona all over you. Sorry about that. Today is a particularly coffee day, and it's it's kind of weird because I really haven't had a bad cough, but today it's like it's bothering me more. I'm also more sore today than I have been. All right, so let's start with this Amazon story that I got. Amazon announced today that they are shutting down the Prime Pantry food delivery service. They're doing this because the demand for it is just way too high. So let's see, they're saying that people are hunkering down, they're stocking up on groceries and supplies, and this is obviously leading to a shortage and it's overburdening the system, so they're shutting down the pantry. What most people don't realize is that Amazon Prime is more than just free delivery for items. When I tell people this, they get a little surprised by that. Some people know about the video streaming, but their music streaming is great as well. Excuse me. I'm going to have trouble talking today, I think. But they have the pantry, and they've got these other services where you can get food and things like that. And they had it even before the Whole Foods partnership happened, but once they acquired Whole Foods, it expanded. And pantry is a great service. We don't use it a lot. We use it somewhat. I know, Lysol emote, no kidding. So anyway, pantry is temporarily closed. We are busy restocking. That's a notice on the website. Due to high order volumes, pantry is not accepting new orders at this time. This means that items listed as ships and sold from pantry cannot be added to your cart at all on Amazon. We apologize for the inconvenience, and we are working with our partners to get those items back in stock as quickly as possible. Now, you can still go through Whole Foods and shop and do it that way, but you can't do anything from the actual pantry service. So there's that. So they've shut that down. The wife did go to the store today, picked up some supplies, and looked around just for giggles. You know, what's happening with if we can get rubbing alcohol, that'd be great. I only have like 50% rubbing alcohol from the dollar store. It's not great. And I have this massive thing of aloe, so I would just make my own sanitizer. But I just had her look. All of the disinfectant stuff gone. Just completely gone. All right. What else do we have? I'll try and catch up on the chat in between these things. Let's see. Yeah, B-dubs, I agree with you. Indiana's going to get a lot tighter on things, without a doubt. A lot tighter. Dog was afraid of your beardless face. That's funny. I always get a reaction out of my kids. My kids don't like it when I shave, so. Yeah, the saltwater thing may help a little bit with the voice, but it doesn't really work for me that well. So I tend not to do it because it's horrendous and awful. Right, William. They don't have shelves, exactly. All right. So Dianne Feinstein and 3 other senators have been accused of insider trading. And it's funny how many stories left Dianne Feinstein out of this today. I thought that was interesting. Barr was all over it, or not Barr, Burr. And I just saw a lot of headlines about Burr must go. We've got to, Burr's awful, horrible, whatever. And they all left Dianne Feinstein out of this, but she's a part of this too. Dianne Feinstein is reportedly part of a small group of senators who sold off millions of dollars worth of personal stocks days before the market crashed due to the coronavirus. The California Democrat, who, by the way, had staffers who worked for the Chinese government. Let's not forget that. 3 of her Senate colleagues told major holdings in February just before the stock market plunge, according to the U.S. Senate disclosure records. So she and others they had these classified meetings and they dumped all their stocks. Feinstein, the ranking member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, along with Republican Senator Richard Burr of North Carolina, Kelly Loeffler of Georgia, and James Inhofe of Oklahoma, all sold off stock around the same time, though a spokesman said Feinstein wasn't directly involved in the transaction. The report about Feinstein, whose home city of San Francisco was just put under a shelter-in-place order along with the state of California, that's another thing that is happening today, emerged as Burr has come under fire for dumping more than $1.6 million from his personal portfolio just ahead of the market crash. Burr is the chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee, and he reportedly sold off the stocks in a series of more than 30 transactions, according to ProPublica, which first reported the sale. And, of course, ProPublica is George Soros's nonprofit news agency. So it's, it's real interesting to kind of watch all of this play out. But Feinstein and her husband reportedly sold between $1.5 and $6 million in stocks. So I hate to get into this tit for tat thing, but isn't it interesting that all of the media has been focusing on this $1.6 million from Burr, but they're not focusing on the up to $6 million from Feinstein? Isn't that interesting? I mean, we expect it, obviously, but there's 4 senators that we know of that are a part of this, and Dianne Feinstein is the one that has the name recognition. So it just is what it is, man. It just is what it is. Let's see. I did not see the Crowder Nike crank call. I heard about it, but I did not see it. Thank you, Linda. Yep, I usually do the honey thing. That helps. Just an extra scratchy today. And it's probably because I did a radio show yesterday, and, that just does wonders on the vocal cord. So, yeah, at least it was bipartisan. Exactly. Excuse me. God. It's going to be a fun day on the radio, I think. Let's see. Well, yeah, if we did it, we would be in prison. Exactly. And that's kind of the point. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people say that Burr's got to go, and maybe he does. And maybe Loeffler and Inhofe as well. But you can't ignore Dianne Feinstein being a part of this, But I said, it's hysterical how this happens. This is not the first time that she has not been involved in selling off stocks with insider trading, too. She's been accused of it before. So, pretty interesting. All right. What else do we have? ABC did a poll. And ABC did a poll on President Trump's approval through the coronavirus crisis, if you will. And their poll showed that 55% of the country likes how he's handling it. So they devoted, keep in mind, this is their poll. They devoted a whopping 10 seconds to the poll. So if it's in any way, shape, or form, if it's something that will show him in a negative light, they will devote, whole segments to it. But even if it's their poll showing that the president's getting positive ratings on how he's handling all of this, they will only devote 10 seconds. That's it. Just 10 seconds. That's hysterical. The ABC News poll, they partnered with Ipsos for it, found that 79% of those asked are concerned that they are someone they know will become infected. Just a week ago, that number was 66%. Even more stunning, though, was the change in people who say that the virus has disrupted their life in some way. 72% this week as opposed to just 26% last week. Why is that stunning? There's closures and travel watches and everything all over the country. Why would that in any way, shape, or form be stunning? Of course your life has been impacted and altered in some way. The government is mandating it. People also finding more support for President Trump's handling of the crisis. 55% approve of his performance. Last week it was just 43%. And that's probably because more and more of the facts are coming out and people are realizing that the press is being insane. And they've been lying about the guy for quite some time. So, pretty interesting stuff. And Laura's 100% correct. All the people in Congress do insider trading. All of them. Internet being taxed? I haven't heard about that. Is that an actual thing, or is that just a theory? Haven't heard anything about it. Look up the past day here. Millions of Ethiopians can't get COVID-19 news. Okay. I don't see anything about internet being taxed. Nothing, so I don't really know what you're talking about. We covered the anti-gunners not being able to buy guns because they don't know how to buy them. the other day. That was funny. Do I need any auto clips from the press briefing? Yeah, I actually do. Actually do. If you've got them, send them. No, I cannot imagine if Biden was president during all of this, because Biden's still running around and telling everybody that China didn't do anything wrong. New York and Cali on full shutdown. How do they quarantine the homeless? All right, I suppose I should pull this up. Man, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Whatever you think is good, I guess, and I'll take a look at it. I probably don't have time to even really do it. So, California homeless, because there was an article yesterday on what the governor was doing. So there, apparently California is trying to get all of the homeless into shelters, I should say, to kind of corral the possibility that this is going to spread with the homeless population. There's only one confirmed death among the homeless people in California, but we obviously believe that there's tons more. Los Angeles has suspended an ordinance requiring tents to come down at night and has lined up dozens of trailers to use as isolation shelters. A charitable group in San Francisco was passing out tents to people so they could use them to separate themselves from others. So they're using tents and tractor trailer trucks. That's what they're doing. I did see that, William, about Europe asking Netflix to slow down their speeds to reduce congestion. Because it was taxing the system. I got it. Well, maybe that's it. An updated Discord link. All right, let me go create. Oh, there you go. Alex already got you. So that's a 1 hour link. So use it now. Okay. So just hop on and totally use it now. I couldn't believe all the trucks on the toll road. It was crazy. Also a good thing. Yeah, truckers are saving the country right now. And they're begging the government not to shut down rest stops and gas stations because they need them. So I saw that today. Sounds intense. God. I had an anti-gun uber leftist girl ask me about guns. She swore me to secrecy. Doesn't want people to know that she has a gun. Oh, God forbid, Speed. God forbid. It is kind of funny watching them. You know, they hate guns, and they tell you to trust the government. Then they tell you that Trump's a dictator. Then they went out and tried to buy a bunch of guns when he got elected. And then continued the anti-gun mantra while saying that he was a dictator. And then now that there's this crisis, they all want to buy guns, but they don't know how because they keep trying to buy across state lines, which is hysterical. Yeah, I would assume that the homeless situation in California is going to get pretty bad. So we'll see. They got like 150,000 homeless people there. Oh, got some good beef from a cow that you raised for 2 years? Nice. That'd be good. Don't blame you. I wouldn't share either. Any questions? Any comments? Anything like that, folks? How's everybody doing? Y'all hanging in there? You know, any... I know some of you are not at work. Some of you are. But, you know, is everybody doing okay? Does anybody need help with anything that we can help you out with? I didn't know that, Anita. I didn't know that you guys raised meat. Well, with a watch, you know, it's technically supposed to be essential travel, but it's not illegal to travel. It's with a watch, it's risky to travel. So they're telling you it's essential travel only, but it's not elevated to a point where you can't go do other things. Hey, Virginia's Twitch finally loaded. There you go. Any real insanity yet? I mean, other than people fighting over toilet paper? Not that I'm aware of. Yeah, Daniel could use $1,000,000. That'll buy you a couple rolls of TP right now. Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening with a nationwide shutdown. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised that the sales were canceled. I wouldn't be. As far as the state today, it's pretty much par for the course for yesterday too. Now, if you want to get updates on on coronavirus in Michiana, just text the word virus to 45364, and MNC has set up a link with all of the latest virus news, and so we'll just send that to you. It's just 953mnc.com/coronavirus, but the link will go right to your phone, so you can just click on the link anytime you wanted to get an update. IU postponed all commencement activities. Duh. The primary election was moved to June. So, little things like that. But we got 79 cases of coronavirus in the state now. So it's like 20 more, almost 20 more than yesterday. But Michigan's positive coronavirus tests doubled from Wednesday to Thursday. There's that. But other than that, pretty much same as yesterday after the press conference. Yeah, if a liquor store is open, though, Mike. Oh, Tim was supposed to go to St. Louis for his 30th? Oh, man. Is Linda, is Tim and CME still open? Are they still working? Or is there some kind of a closure there? Oh, they sell their pork to Whole Foods. How about that? I did see that GameStop considers themselves essential. And you know what? They're right. Although some employees were pretty ticked off. How many more days would I consider California and New York? Weeks. Got to understand, I mean, it all pretty much started there. It started in Washington because of that flight. And then you had New York for obvious reasons, and then California. So they're weeks ahead of us. That's just it, Lance. More people are being tested. The more kits that come out, the more positives we're going to get. And I told you all yesterday, I'll probably do a live stream maybe where I go over on the live stream, because I did on the radio show yesterday, where I do all the positive stuff. There's a lot of treatments now that are coming out. And there's a new study that came out today about those anti-malaria drugs, and they're really working well. So, there's like 3 studies now that are confirming that those anti-malaria drugs cure it in 6 days. So we're gonna have a pretty effective treatment really soon, and since it doesn't really negatively affect anybody, for the most part. I mean, older people it does, but it is what it is, guys. I don't really know what to say. You want on my podcast? Probably not. I don't usually bring people on my podcast. I appreciate the request. Thank you. I just kind of do this since I can't stream my radio show right now. was right, clever, whatever. Keep my fingers out of my eyes. There you go. There you go. Right there. Right there. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and you know, there you go. You have the side effects of the malaria drugs or you have the virus. Take your pick. Plasma treatment should be out in a couple of weeks as well. Man, don't get me started on the Indy 500. I actually get to go this year. Maybe. I actually get to go this year. So, we will see. We will see. Yeah, we got the green screen working today, Nathan. This is not my portable one that goes on my chair. This is my big one, and I just nailed it to the beams on the roof. So, thank you, Kathy. Thank you. I just wanted something kind of basic. Yeah, where you at, dude? Well, and luckily, oh, you're in Maine. So luckily, with the treatment options, so you've got the plasma therapy, you've got the U.S. vaccine that is currently being tested. That started testing a few days ago. You've got the malaria drugs that we talked about. You got the Japanese flu medication that is working. France has peer-reviewed research that shows that they've cured it in 100% of the cases. Canada is able to isolate the thing that needs to be isolated to create new treatments. So Australia says that they have a cure, but they haven't proved it to anybody yet. So we have a lot of treatments that are coming forward, and at least 3 of them seem to provide a, for lack of a better word, a cure sort of result. So, you know, we're going to have something pretty darn soon, and it's going to be great. But unfortunately, you have to wait until those treatments get rolled out to everybody, and they're going to obviously do the same thing they do with testing. You know, the higher risk population are going to get it first, and then the rest of us going to have to, like, chill out. Yeah, I'm on quarantine. And the funny thing is that she doesn't think that I have it. I don't have all of the symptoms. I've got a couple of the minor symptoms, but I still don't have a fever or anything like that. So this seems to be my seasonal chest cold. But because of the rules and everything, just isolate for 2 weeks. So Monday will be 1 week. So I've got another week and a couple of days to get through this. Yeah, and we just announced yesterday, Dill, that we are in Indiana. All schools are closed until May 1st, which effectively means, May 4th, I think, is the start. So we just had that yesterday. Yeah, when you have an older population like that, where 70% of your population is 65 or older, that's the biggest risk. It's the Wuhan virus instead of Wuhan. You see that Joe Biden said that we wouldn't have the virus if it wasn't for Trump. I mean, the politics of this is getting so ridiculous and so stupid. Literally was ahead of it before anybody else. They were still focused on impeachment while he was having daily meetings on it, but go figure. All right, I'll give you guys 3 more minutes, and then I got to bounce because I got to get ready for the actual radio show. Tony Slagle, do I think we'll do a national quarantine? If so, soon or down the road? I'm not convinced we're going to do it yet, but I do think it's a possibility. And I would say that would probably happen, I would say maybe a month. I think once they get the aid packages passed, we could see some of that. That may very well happen. It won't affect me all that much because I have travel papers because I'm essential personnel, but it will affect a whole bunch of other people. Yes, Frank, Biden is an idiot. 100%. There was a God, what was it? There's an Italian virologist who said the Chinese hugging campaign absolutely messed up their response. Then you also had some kind of an infectious disease expert who said that we're going to lose the country if we don't shut the border down here. And look, we've been telling people that tuberculosis and other diseases that have been eradicated in the United States were coming across the southern border for years, and they have been. So people haven't listened to us, and then here we go. Yeah, we're in a perfect position to go ahead and allow this thing to spread. Am I going to keep it up after the quarantine? I don't know. We'll see what my schedule looks like, Anita, but I have wanted this year, I wanted to launch the new podcast, but I also wanted to start doing some things for streaming that are just for my channels that have nothing to do with the radio show. So I was already hoping to do something like this. This just gave me the perfect opportunity to do it. I missed a bunch of the press conference because I was doing some stuff with the kids, but I have to go back and pull up some clips before I go on the air. That's why I kind of got to bounce out of here. Yeah, I mean, being essential has some perks, but at the same time, when the weather really sucks and everybody gets to stay home, you got to go in, so. How far has Canada gotten on their wall? Oh, no problem, Virginia. I'm glad that you showed up. I notice that every day that I do this at 2 o'clock, there's less and less people who watch. So I guess the novelty has worn off already. So I need your help. You've got to spread it. You've got to get people to watch this thing. You've got to get people to subscribe to the YouTube channel and that sort of thing. So, I mean, I need your help. You guys have been great, but I need likes. I need subscriptions. If you're on Twitch, follow or subscribe. If you're on Periscope, make sure you follow me there as well. And, share it. Share it on all of your social media. Let people go ahead and hang out and take a look. I try to give you a couple little stories and then just chat with you for a little bit. That's kind of what I want to do. But it's, let's see, with the first one, I think we had like 1,200 views or something like that. And then yesterday was like 400. And today's looking like it's half of that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Not that I'm complaining. All right. Ooh, what is that? Gotta look at that Amazon link. Oh, there you go. Linking and unlinking your Amazon and Twitch accounts. There you go. Got your 30-minute break? Yeah. Ah, thank you. I appreciate that. I still don't know why that one is weird and doesn't go away. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do have to get out of here because I got to prepare for the actual radio show. But thank you once again. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that stuff. And I will see you. I don't know if I'm going to do anything over the weekend. But what I can do is tell you that on Monday I will do it. All right. So on Monday around 2 o'clock, same bat place, same bat channel, that sort of thing. We'll do it that way. But I'll try and maybe do something with the green screen. We'll see how lazy I get over the weekend. But have fun. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Be safe. If you all need anything, join the Discord server. Alex posted a link to the Discord server earlier. If you all need anything, you need help or something, reach out to us. We're a community for a reason. And we'll do everything that we can to help you, okay? And don't forget about Operation Restaurant Rescue over at 953mnc.com. And you can also submit restaurants or businesses that are remaining open. I got an email today from somebody who had a local church, bought $1,000 in gift cards from businesses that are struggling because of the shutdowns. So, I mean, people are doing things to help, the community. So if you need help or if you can offer help, let us know. We'll do what we can to go ahead and get the word out. And hopefully this will be over soon. All right. But it is what it is. But again, if you're not on Discord, by all means, get on Discord. It is fantastic. Great community over there. All right, I do have to bounce out of here. I already ran a little bit late, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. And again, be safe out there. Don't break the rules too much. And try to find yourself some good entertainment.